Today I'm going to talk about naming your first company. A great company name won't necessarily make you successful on its own, but I believe it's fun to have a great company name that really activates the soul and intentions of a company. And it helps achieve success by representing your vision as the company grows. A name is something for everyone to kind of hold on to over the years. Something to remember. This name is going to stick with you for a very long time. Most founders waste weeks obsessing over their business name. Listen, your business will make your name valuable, but your name will never make your business valuable. By the end of this video, you're going to have $1 million brand name, the .com domain name that goes with it, and all 5 major social handles, and 0 trademark risk. And you're going to do it in under 60 minutes. So let's get started. My name is Shep, and I've worked with dozens of startups over the last 25 years. And today I'm working with you for free to help you get started naming your first company. Looking at the data from thousands of successful companies, a good name only needs to check 3 boxes. That's it. If it checks these 3 boxes, you can go ahead and buy it and move on. Speed beats perfection here. Box number 1, we want a relatively short and simple domain. Box number 2, we want to get identical social handles for the big platforms if possible. Box number 3, trademark clear. Let's break down exactly how to secure each one right now. You want 1 or 2 words in the title of your company name, okay? Why? Because short names build instant trust. They are easy to say and they look professional. Since most dictionary words are already taken when it comes to domain names, you can have 2 winning strategies. First, inventing a word. You can literally make up a word sometimes. If it's done correctly, this works pretty well. Names like Google, Hulu, Spotify, Venmo, they all mean nothing, which means you can own them completely. And because you made them up, you're likely to go ahead and get the social media handles that go along with it. Number 2, and this is the one I've used, the compound phrase. Combine 2 simple words into 2 words with a space between or 2 words combined. YouTube, PayPal, Facebook. I have developed a cool prompt that will help you use AI to come up with some 2-word name combinations that may be good for your business name. And I've discovered a way to check a list of almost 100 brand names at a time to see if the .com name is available. You can check out those tools in my link below. Please stick to .com if you can. Yes, .co or .io are fine in some circumstances, but in this case, we're starting a company that sells products. .com is the default human behavior when it comes to shopping for products online. Don't make your customers think too hard. No hyphens, no numbers. If you have to spell it out when you say it, it's probably too complicated and therefore it's a bad name. Once you find an available domain name, we move to box 2, social media consistency. At the link below, I will give you the best tools that I know to check available social media handles. You just type in the name that you want and it'll search hundreds of platforms to see if your handles are available. You probably only care about these 5: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. If your exact handle is available on those 5, you're pretty much golden. If it's taken by some active account, then you may need to drop your name and move on to another one. Stop picking descriptive company names, especially street names. It drives me crazy. If you name your company Kings Road Coffee or Kings Road Cafe, what happens when you decide to open a second location in Studio City or another location on Beverly Boulevard? Now it doesn't make sense. It's not on Kings Road anymore. You're boxed in. It just doesn't make any sense. Be careful about the name pinning you down for all eternity. You don't want to have a really descriptive name describing your products because your products can evolve and change over time. What you want is an evocative name that makes you feel something. The name Patagonia evokes adventure. Tesla evokes science and innovation. Pick a name that hints at your vibe, but gives you a massive runway to scale and sell new products later. Do not skip this step. If you pick a trademark name, you will get a cease and desist. You will have to rebrand after you've already spent money on logos, packaging, and ads. Go to uspto.gov, click Search Trademark Database, run a basic word mark search on your newly chosen business name. What you're looking for here are two massive red flags. Exact matches, especially if it seems like there's an exact match in your specific product category, or likelihood of confusion. If you name your shoe brand Nike, spelled Nykee, then you will still get sued by Nike because it sounds identical. If you find 0 exact matches and 0 phonetically similar names in your category, congratulations, you have the green light to proceed. You now have the framework, and here is your homework for the next 60 minutes. Brainstorm and combine words. Try to come up with 100 using the tools that I'm providing for you in the link below in the description. Then check all the .coms and see which are available, and then pick a few from there. Then run it through the social media tools I'm giving you in the link below for the main 5 social media platforms. Then finally, search the USPTO database just to make sure there's not somebody else operating out there. Now, if you end up getting the .com name for your chosen business name, you can feel pretty confident that there's nobody out there operating a business with that name because they would probably have the .com name by now. So that usually helps make the other 2 steps much easier. If you can get the .com and find a .com that's free, then when you go to check Instagram, Facebook, and those other things, you're going to find that you also have availability there. And then you also will find that there's nobody else with a trademark that's potentially in the way. So it's kind of like a waterfall effect. Once you can get the first one, it makes the other 2 much easier. When you find the name that checks all 3 boxes, go ahead and buy the domain name, secure the handles, lock it in. In my next video, I'm breaking down the exact framework to identify your ideal customer, how to read their minds so well that your marketing practically writes itself.